All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to D's Divinity, D's Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining in with me today. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back to all the former subscribers and welcome to all the new subscribers. Once again, thank you all for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and dive into this beautiful Moonology energy. And I don't know, I just felt called, y'all, to to do these. I pray that this is a successful series, if you will. We'll see how it goes. This is just something that I wanted to do and move into for this year. Switch it up a bit. Not really, but I guess go on a slightly different path. I don't know, whatever. Because I've always been drawn to the moon energy. I mean, it's essentially the other half of us, right? But it's fitting because it still continues to go hand in hand with the divine feminine, I truly feel, and that whole healing process. And if you are new and have not joined, follow along. Check out the playlist on my channel. Any of them, you can really start wherever. But if you want to start at the beginning, see how she's birthing this thing, right? A new you, then you can do that. And I highly recommend you join us. But with this series, y'all, just to kind of give you a little background, I guess it's going to be more in a, I don't know, podcast type format, I guess, just because that's just how I'm called to do it. But I still wanted to give you like visuals because I know some people, such as myself, are not only auditory but visual learners, right? Plus, it will help for you to see what I'm, referring to or what I'm talking about. And I know many people enjoy looking at the cards. I will not be doing, obviously, a typical, video in that respect and where, I kind of go through and show you or shuffle through. However, I still do all of those things, right? That's part of my ritual. And just know that it has been blessed and I have been guided to do this. So there you have it. All right. Before we dive into this any further, y'all, it's the same old regular spiel. But for those of you who are new, I mean, it goes without saying, please do check the description box for any information that you may want or need to know. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. As it states in the description box, these readings are intended to be timeless. Although they are focused heavily on a particular moon, right? And obviously we experience the moon cycles when we do in a quote point in time, end quote, but they still are intended to be timeless. And this could just be, they could just be confirmation of what you went through at that time. Maybe things to come forth because of the energy that you were involved in or due to the manifestations maybe that you were trying to bring forth at that time. Whatever, y'all, it really does not matter. That's the whole intent and purpose of it being timeless, because everybody's on a different timeline and it can play out however the divine sees for it to play out in your life. It could play out next year, over the next 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like it really doesn't matter. It could play out the next moon cycle, like if ever that sign is in that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, those of you that know. So don't get hung up on it had to be that time or it got to be this, you know what I'm saying, this time frame. Also keep in mind that with the moon cycles, understand that it really can be a couple of days before as well as a couple of days after, where the energy can be very look at that. Oh wow. Sorry y'all. I really just got distracted. I'm out here at one of my peaceful retreats and I just saw this beautiful bird like soaring through the sky. So anyway, sorry. But anyway, lost my whole train of thought. Where was I? Oh yeah, the moon energy. So yeah, so just keep in mind that it can play out, a couple of days before and or after. That's the energy can be high, okay, peaked at that time. So again, whatever, however, that just Just so you know, it doesn't have to be that exact day or whatever. And then time is really, there's no such thing as time. I mean, we made it up to, I don't even know why, but I guess I don't know, to keep some kind of chronological order, if you will. I have no idea. You have to ask the ones that thought it should be. um, but so I said that to say, y'all already know, depending on what part of the globe you're on, it's all different anyway. So you know, you would have to check your time zone to see when these energies may affect you. You know what I'm saying? The most, if you will. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that's enough. They are general, y'all. Don't forget that. You know, I mean, it may only pertain to you if it resonates, not anybody else. But if it doesn't resonate with you, just let it fly, because I may be talking about somebody else or someone to whom you're closely connected, that it's occurring in their life or whatever, okay? Or it could just be the collective overall, because y'all should already know by now, especially if you watch many other readings, you know, other channels and stuff. You should already know it's just energy. I could be talking about the collective energy overall, meaning in the world. So whatever, or just even what's going on with the planets, okay? As we are talking specifically of the moon, what have you, but they all affect us. So if and when I do call out signs, again, same applies. I could be talking about you and or someone to whom you're closely connected, friend, family, or foe. I don't know your life. So don't force it if that shoe don't fit, because I ain't responsible for them kerns on your toes when you do that, okay? All right, let's see. We also don't subscribe to gender roles over here. I mean, I will say he, she in reference to masculine and or feminine energy, but we all got them both within us. So it truly doesn't matter either way either with that, right? Either way either. Whatever. All right. Let's see here. What else did I need to tell you? I think that's really it for the disclaimer, y'all. I'm not responsible also for, I mean, I don't know why I just feel like I got to say this right now, but I'm not responsible for how you interpret, take, or utilize the information that I'm giving to you in this video, or any of my videos for that matter. That's on you. So I'll be telling y'all, always use your free will and discernment, and you will never be led astray. Promise you that. All right. Now I feel like I'm really done. So let's just get a quick word of prayer so we can get on into this, shall we? To the Most High, heavenly and divine, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I come to you saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for this day. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for leading and guiding me to do this series. I pray as always that whatever messages you have for the collective be for the utmost, highest good, as I know it will. Help it to enlighten, to heal, to nurture, to nourish, to strengthen, to just bring forth awareness to whatever area in their lives, that in our lives, that we are needing to pay particular attention to. Help us to see that it is all love that is needed in resonating or even in receiving the energy or advice that you have for us, whether we like it or not. I know that it is for the highest good, and I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Thank you for using me as a clear and open channel to bring forth the messages to the collective, straight, no chaser. Please remove any unwanted energy that is not for us. Remove me, remove ego, and allow your presence to be shown and known. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All these blessings I ask and give thanks yet again. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, you guys, without further ado, let's get on into this, shall we? Okay, so I guess I should have prefaced this in the intro, but I was guided to use, in what we will be using pretty much consistently for these Moonology readings, are the Moonology Oracle deck by the beautiful Yasmin Boland, and also the Queen of the Moon Oracle by the beautiful Stacey DeMarco. Now, these will be consistent throughout, and how I will utilize these are, I will pull first from the Moonology deck, which will give the overall header, right? What I guess the overall reading, the intents and purposes for it, or what it has to do with. Then I will go into, and this is where it will be changed as far as what tarot deck I will use. So, but I will go into whichever deck that I feel guided to, and utilize that for more clarification, all right, and or confirmation for you. getting down into the nitty gritty of what it has to do, may have to do with in your life or whoever's life that it resonates with, right? And then finally, we will wrap up with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And if I choose any other oracle for that matter, just for messages of guidance to go forth, right? But I will, like I said, the moonology, because I mean, if that's what it's all about, it's about the moon, right? The moon cycles and the energy therein. So I definitely will be using consistently the moonology and the Queen of the Moon Oracle, plus or is it plus or minus? Yeah, plus or minus, or I should just say maybe plus any other deck if I feel called to use. Okay. All right. So now, and getting into this, with that being said, your first card out of the Moonology deck is this beautiful first quarter moon. And the interesting thing is that I was called to pull this card directly. Like, it wasn't like a shuffle to get it. You know what I'm saying? So there, this one and the one that you'll see out of the as the finisher out of the Queen of the Moon Oracle when we get to it. Both of these, this for this time, I don't know why. I mean, obviously there's a message, right? And we about to get into that, but I'm just saying, like, that is rare. Okay, so that's special in and of itself, and it's very special because you will see when we get to the end, to the finisher, that the alignment, right, is perfect, because this moon, I'm utilizing the Eastern Standard Time, y'all, so keep that in mind. And so for those of you who do live in the Eastern Standard Time zone, this is likely, I'm talking about, I'm willing to bet like 99.99999, you know what I'm saying, percent accurate for most of you or whoever it involves, because the moon, it is going into this first quarter moon on the 9th. It will be in the sign of Aries on the 9th, right? And like I said, you'll see when we get to the finisher how that aligns, how it aligns perfectly for those of you who are in the Eastern Standard Time zone. I mean, even whether or not you're in the Eastern Standard Time, well, I guess, yeah. But whether or not it's just the Eastern Standard Time zone, what I mean is that the day of the 9th, because depending on where you live in the world, the time or day may vary. Okay. So, but for those of you who are on, what are we on? The Western Hemisphere, I believe. I believe that's all inclusive. If I'm not mistaken, it's just the time difference is the issue, is the variable, right? So for those of you in the Western Hemisphere, it will be on the 9th. Yeah, and I didn't get a time actually, but so Aries, the sign of Aries in and of itself, y'all, is I mean, anytime I hear anything about Aries, I get boss. I'm hearing boss babe. What's up, y'all? What's up, my kings and queens out there, my Aries bosses? Like, but that's emperor energy. And y'all definitely are boss status, whether or not you own your own company or business or what have you. You still, like, that's just the energy that you're in, right? Or that is highly what's the word I want to use? I just heard susceptible, but maybe that, I don't think that's the word. But I mean, you can be highly susceptible to this type of energy if you want to. That's all up to you. Again, you got to use your free will and discernment. Okay. Aries rules or affects the energy they're in, affects the head, teeth, tongue, and arteries. Okay. So in saying that, some of y'all may be experiencing some symptoms. And as I'm getting ready to say this, y'all, in the center of my crown, I start to feel like it's not really like a headache, but it's like a woom, woom, woom. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, I know some of y'all know. It's just a vibration. It's a sensation. It's not painful, but it's like they're making their presence. It's just the energy. I don't know. But in saying that, though, some of you, depending on whether or not your energy is balanced, you may feel headaches. You may feel like, I don't know, you may feel different sensations affecting your head, your teeth, in any of the organ or places I just said, your tongue and or arteries. I pray that you don't have any issues with blood clots, but again, that's kind of like an obstacle, you know what I'm saying, like blockages. So you all really want to balance, get in balance, especially if this has to do with any elderly. I mean, nowadays you ain't even got to be up in age really, but especially those, you know what I'm saying, who are elderly, who may be bed bound, or maybe, you know, incapacitated in some way where they aren't mobile. um you may really want to work with them during this time, you know what I'm saying, to just move, get that blood flow going, you know what I'm saying, move them limbs, help them to do some PT, OT, to do, you know, I don't know, y'all, I don't know who it's for, because this is all about, I'm focused on the healing aspect of it. So um definitely make sure you stay up on your hygiene, keep your teeth clean, floss regularly, y'all. Get that plaque, you know what I'm saying, because that oh wow, that plaque can lead to those the blockages, clots and stuff in the arteries. So keep your health in check, okay. um Brush your teeth and your tongue, for real. In saying that too, I just heard watch your tongue. Like literally watch your tongue. Watch the words that you say. Just be careful, because as I was saying with this energy, if it's not balanced, y'all, some people can really fly off the deep end. You know what I mean? Just pop off and be a little reckless, right? Because Aries has, that's that fast, that's that boost, like boom, they just gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's that high action oriented energy. Excuse me. It's that high action oriented energy. It's that quick burst. um Sorry, my Aries, but it don't typically last. So just be mindful of it, you know. um anyway, let's see. The day before um the moon, it transitions into Aries um at at 12:26 a.m. So, but the way that they write these military time, right? So it's 0026. So with me saying it both ways though, any of those numbers may resonate for you. 12 and 26 alone. Of course, the twos are screaming to me, and then any combination they're in. So specifically 3 and 8. Okay. Any of them though. Okay. Whatever you're drawn to, that it may be for you. Now, with this card, is specifically the first quarter moon card, your commitment is being tested. That's where I feel like that advice, like when I just said, be careful, them short bursts, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't last. I feel like this is why I, um, I was told to handpick this particular card. Not only is it exactly the first quarter moon card, you know what I'm saying? It's talking about something that obviously you may have been or may be committed to. And I feel like for me to start off with Boss Babe, y'all, is something that you, whether or not you, like I said, you're an owner, CEO, whoever, whatever, is something that you are working hard towards and or for. Okay. It can be a relationship. It can be a situation, you know what I'm saying? Like you may be trying to move or, you know, change up locations, or I don't know why that's coming through or who that's for, but that's for somebody. It can be something with your home. It can be anything. Okay. Not just, you know, like I said, a business, but it definitely, I feel more so for many of you, it's talking about the job aspect. Okay. Whatever that means for you. It could be a hobby, right? Maybe you haven't quite started that business yet, but you're thinking about it and want to, you know, you've been putting in work to move toward in that direction. Because it's a lot of movement. That's just what I'm feeling. Like somebody ready to go. I'm seeing like somebody even got their bags packed at the door, like for real. They ready to jet. You might be trying to get on a jet. I don't know, but that's what I'm feeling. And it's like I feel like they're saying, how bad do you want it? That's what I'm hearing. How bad do you want it? And you're gonna be tested, baby, because trust me, I mean, anytime there's something that you're trying to cook up, you know, that you manifesting, baby, they gonna test your willpower. They gonna test you to see, are you serious, you know, or are you just going through, you know, are you they said faking the funk, but that's not really what I'm trying to say. It's more so, are you is this just a phase? You know what I'm saying? Because not everything that really comes to mind is meant for you in particular to handle. You know what I mean? Because it's the energy, y'all. It flows through, and whoever is meant for, they will do. You know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Whoever you know. Anyway, let me go ahead and read to you this card, or what it says from the guidebook, pages 28 and 29. And I told y'all them twos, they screaming. And then we got that 8, right? So your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Like I said, and they gonna test you, baby. So, showing some commitment now will help you move toward your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you. So believe in yourself, all right? Have a little faith in me. That's what's coming through. But have it for yourself, okay? It says, when you attune to the moon, so you really want to utilize this at this time. And like I told y'all in the intro, it can be a couple of days before and or after, okay? It says, I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. I'll read it again. I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. So I highly recommend you use that as an affirmation along with this energy to do what you need to do. I was about to call y'all Aries. So additional meanings. It says, the answer to your question is yes, but not yet. All right? You ain't ready yet. You gotta work. You gotta have patience is what I'm hearing. And that's funny because, oh my God, when we get to the tarot, you got the 3 of Wands, which is Aries energy, at the bottom of the deck. This ain't no coincidence, y'all. So look, then it says you're halfway to your goal. You still need to put in a bit more effort. Sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something. And then finally, you need to recommit to someone or something. And like I said, that's right there. That last one, that's talking about a relationship for most of you. And again, you can have a relationship with a person, place, or thing. So don't forget that. Finally, the teaching. In the lunar cycle, the first quarter moon comes between the new moon and the full moon. It's a time when the sun and moon are at a hard astrological angle to each other, and this can prompt a small crisis. But no matter, it ain't say but, no matter when you pull this card, you need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be. It can also be a time when you need to stay strong through a storm. And baby, I just got through talking to a dear friend about weathering the storms. And it's so funny because, man, oh my God, without going, too far into it, but it's like this the new year. And like, I ended up doing a little photo shoot, and my photographer kept telling me, like, you look different, just kept saying, like, you look different, like you're glowing. It's just something about, like, you're beautiful, like it was praise, high praise. And I'm like, I'm just like, what? Like, I don't see it. I mean, because I look at myself every day in the mirror, but I don't see it. I not to the extent that he was saying. But then when I looked at the pictures, it hit me. I was like, oh my God. Like, I see what he saw, you know what I'm saying? Or what he sees and what he was saying. But it was just amazing that it took that, you know what I mean? Like, I literally, I even told him, I said, you know what? I said, it's amazing. Like, I even surprised myself because I see the transformation. I said, that glow ain't nothing but God. And I see all of the storms that I done had to weather and why, you know what I mean? And it's a blessing to really come out on the other end. You know what I'm saying? Stronger and better. And a lot of the things, I'm saying all this because a lot of the things that I have been pushing towards and really wanting, and sometimes like, is it not, like, where is it at? You know what I mean? Like, why is it not here yet? And every single time, and I know this, but again, I'm human. So every single time, like every time, Spirit will say, patience, my child. Patience, my child. Especially when I get to the point where I'm frustrated or tired, or you know what I'm saying? Just like, not that because I'm never giving up on myself. But y'all know how it go. I mean, shit, I deal with the same stuff. Like, same stuff y'all dealing with, I deal with it. Because I tell y'all all the time, I be going through stuff not just for me, so that I can really talk to you and tell, you know what I'm saying, help guide y'all through it. So anyway, so I'm telling you, don't give up on yourself. That's why they came through with have a little faith in me. They want not only to have it in yourself, believe in yourself, but believe the power that they have to work through you. Okay? No matter when you at your lowest, no matter when you weary, no matter when you know what I'm saying, like ready to give up. Cause I mean, I can't lie. I know I'm not gonna give up because I don't work too damn hard to get, you know what I'm saying, just to even get where I am. But sometimes we do get a little bit defeated because we feel like shit, I can't go on no more. Like, what in the world? Like, help me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been plenty of times I've been, honey, in my prayer warrior closet. I'm talking about at my wits end, like, Lord, y'all better come, y'all better help me, because somebody about to get it. But nah, in all seriousness though, like, I mean, I'm serious when I say that, but I just want y'all to know that everything will be all right, and they got you. But the whole reason why they're telling you, you're not quite there yet, you still got a little bit more work to do, is because it is strengthening you, and it's prayerfully instilling in you that lesson of patience. Because as we getting ready to move into the tarot, you're going to see that's very lesson for many of you. Like, if you ain't already experienced this, you will see, I guarantee you. So with that being said, and moving on into the tarot, we have the Five of Air, and this is from the HERBCRAFTE'S tarot. Okay, again, all decks will be linked below, or listed below in case you are interested. And I'm loving this deck as of late, y'all. I'm really called to it a lot because, as I said, my focus is literally on the healing. I mean, I started this channel anyway for that purpose. I feel like this is my transition, my way of still being able to do what I do as a healer, and in moving into my new path of being a holistic healthcare practitioner. I like, what better way to do it? You know what I mean? So anyway, and to still incorporate the love of tarot, you know what I'm saying, that I have, and still be on my fulfill my spiritual mission and purpose, right? So I get to do it all. I never in a million years, like I said, imagine, I think I said it in one of my DFHHs, I don't know, but when I reflect myself, I go back and think about, like, and I thank God, because it's amazing. Like, had I lost faith, or, like, I don't know, allowed myself to continue to be in that illusion, in that confusion, but I never saw this coming. You know what I'm saying? And never in a million years did I imagine me being able to do both. Because always as a kid, my career choices, and it's the little kid brain that had been brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? Not really, but it started to be, because when I was younger, all I knew is that I wanted to be a doctor. And if I wasn't going to be a doctor, my backup plan was a teacher, right? So, and I've always loved kids. I've always known I'm meant to do something with kids, right? So, but I said all that to say, like, look at me now. It's like, I had to sacrifice the whole mainstream or commercialized ideation of medicine, but I'm still able to practice medicine. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's healing, right? That's just, it's healing. It's still medicine. Um, at the same time, I'm teaching, which is perfect. Like, my little child, the inner child, always knew. I mean, we already know what we come here to do, even in baby form. We just gotta mature to that, to the physical form, if you will. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That's for somebody though. I know it is. So I said all that to say, I love, and I've picked this deck because this is all about, like, the part of me that has been hidden for so long. Okay, it's all about the herbal, the holistic, the back to our roots, right? Even maybe our ancestry for a lot of us, I know. But anyway, let me stop rambling so much. But that's what we're using, the HERBCRAFTE'S deck, and you can definitely utilize any of these herbs, y'all, if you want to, if you're called to help you. I will not read, just for length of time in video, I will not read the entirety of the message from the guidebook. However, I will put some bullet points of, as you will see here in a few moments, of some healing properties and things you may want to utilize with the herbs if you so choose. Okay. All right. So first out, we have the Five of Air White Sage. This deck isn't intended to be read in reverse. However, I leave them be just really to show you. And obviously, if we were in video form, I would likely turn it back right side up. But since this is what you get, I left it so that you could see that's the energy behind it, really. Okay. So you got the Chariot, which is cedar in reverse, and then the Star, cottonwood, and Madre of water, oats. And then, like I told y'all already, bottom of the deck, the overall underall energy is the Three of Air. Wow. Fire, calendula, and Three of Air. And I believe in this deck, that's echinacea. And for me to say that, y'all may be dealing with a Libra, getting over some heartbreak, healing the heart, as we already said with Aries and the arteries and stuff. Y'all literally may be, cleansing and healing from some plaque, clogged arteries, whatever. I don't know. Wow. Okay. Because them swords, the Three of Air, that's like you got to cut through that. You know what I mean? You got to break up them blockages, move that stuff out of the way, especially from your heart, because that's your powerhouse. Like, you ain't got that, honey. That's your ticker. You gone, you ain't sustaining life. So anyway, with this Five of Air, I do feel like, especially with that white sage, there's needing to be some clearing and cleansing of the mind for sure. That Five of Air is that, because when I first saw it, I heard tension. So for me to say that, because that's that mental energy I just told you, that's y'all may be experiencing some tension headaches. Okay. And that just really comes from stress. You may be, I just heard something about the eyes, as far as like straining your eyes. If y'all work with computers or anything like that, like, get a break, take a break, for real. You shouldn't be looking at no screen like that for more than a couple hours at a time, to be honest. If we telling our kids not to have but a couple hours of screen time, what makes you any different? You know what I mean? So, so really be cognizant of that, y'all. It's okay to take a break, and it needs to be more than 5-10 minutes, to be really frank. Some of y'all may really find that you need glasses because you're straining so much. That literally happened to me when I was working mainstream, and because that's what we had the tablets, and those little tiny tablets, you can't look at the screen. You ain't supposed to look at the screen like that for 8-10 hours, honestly 16 hours a day, right? And so yeah, I started to have vision changes because of, my eye muscles was working so doggone hard, and I was having headaches, right? So anyway, I do feel like this is also talking about some of you, like stressing, like straining, straining yourself even mentally just to, I just heard, make a way. But it's like you're trying to fight so hard to go after what this is. Be careful with that, along with that Aries energy, because like I said, there's that short spurts of just like, I just heard, I don't know what y'all doing, but it's like, no, like, be calm. I'm hearing, is that Kendrick Lamar? I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Like, I never looked that song up. It's whatever song he be saying, where he be like basically giving you like, be this, be that, but trying to encourage you, you know what I'm saying? Be blessed, be calm, be at peace. I'm telling you, this is what Spirit's saying. But that's in his song, that's how he's saying, be fine, be that, be this, be that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And so that's how I'm hearing it that's how they telling me. So all that to what I just said, as far as what you may want to do, that's to help just calm your mind. And you definitely may want to use sage, like I said, to just clear the air, for real. Because with that Five of Swords, that is air energy, obviously. Yeah, something like that. That may be confirmation that you're dealing with an air sign. And for me to say that Three of Swords, because I don't believe in even slip of the tongues, that ain't no coincidence. You know what I mean? That's somebody trying to get a message out there to whoever is meant to hear it. So you may definitely be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, and or Aquarius. Okay. All right. Or have that heavy in your chart, whatever, however it applies. You may be even in that energy, like as it's that's why the card is here, and they're advising you to stop, stop fighting so hard. Just you stressing yourself out, okay? And then you have this the cedar, the chariot, in reverse, which mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm. I definitely don't want to see this in reverse. I'm glad this is Cancerian energy here. I'm glad to see that the Madre of Water is upright at the end, because that too, for me, is heavy Cancerian energy. It can be any other water sign, including Scorpio or Pisces, but I always get Cancer strong. So I said that to say, like, Cancer is all about, it's the fourth house energy, which is all about, can be about family, mother, um, it's that loving, nurturing, healing, very much so healing. Because even looking at the Madre of Water, something needs to be, if not already, released. I heard purified, and I heard steamed away. You see that coming from her cup. I even get Pisces energy strong out of this too. But it's like man, go get by some water, meditate, calm your nerves. You know what I'm saying? Drink lots of water for sure, because especially if you're having headaches. But regardless, if you are not, then you still need to, that water is so purifying, and there's no coincidence why we're made majority of water. Okay, so, and put some lemon in that mug. You know what I mean? Put some lime in that. Put some, I don't know, use some oats. You can use oats, y'all. Obviously, that's in Madre of Water, but herbs is what I was trying to say. Okay, really detox. Even that cedar, burn that cedar wood, man. Oh wait, it smells amazing. Like, just, you ain't even got to burn it, but just smell it. Just, whoo, it's a vibe. It's a whole vibe. But with this being coming out in reverse like it did, I feel like some of y'all may be resisting um the change, or the balance or healing that is necessary. Okay, why did I say change? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Some of y'all, that may be why you're even feeling these symptoms mentally, in your head, with headaches or whatever other symptoms you may be feeling, is because they're trying to clear it out for you. And some of y'all are really resistant because you're trying to hold on to this ideation or belief or whatever tactic you trying to accomplish. I don't know. And why I said tactic. Uh-uh. Because it don't feel like it's in a good way. You know what I mean? It feel like it's a whole lot of manipulation that you trying to do to achieve whatever this is you're trying to achieve. And with the star coming out in the center, that definitely is telling me, along with the Madre of Water, because they actually came out together at the end. They both came out together, and that's screaming healing, screaming healing. You know what I'm saying? Loving, nurturing, mothering yourself, if that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? It's But what I was trying to say with the cedar, as far as the change, I feel like, or resisting that change, right? That five energy in that five of air, that talks about change and growth, potentially, right? And you obviously, some of you are resisting this. Why? I don't know, because it's for the best. I also see it as, because I heard peace be still. The chariot, because I told y'all from the channeling, yeah, that I feel a lot of movement. Like somebody is just so rushed, like somebody's just ready to go. Like, I don't know, but I feel like with this coming out in verse like it did, that they're trying to tell you to just slow down, slow down. I just want to get to know you, right? Take time to spend with spirit, and then you'll be led and guided where you needed to go. You know what I mean? And it won't be rushed. It'll be like with the three of wands coming out at the bottom of the deck. Perfect peace is what I just heard. Patience, my child. They trying to tell you, like, slow your roll, son. Slow your roll, ma'am. Like, because you about to rush this, trying to get to this wish fulfillment in that star energy, and it ain't ready yet. They told you in the Moonology, you're not ready. You're not there. So just pause, stop, think about it, and wait. You know what I'm saying? Wait upon the Lord, and oh my God, your health will be renewed. Anything This relationship that you may be seeking, trying to rush to, it ain't ready yet. You ain't ready yet. They not grown yet. You know what I mean? They still got some work to do. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It definitely may be an Aquarius with that star there. It may be a Cancer or any other water sign, like I already said. And I mean, we pretty much got everybody on the table, fire and air as well. Who we missing? Pentacles, ain't we? Uh-huh. Huh. That's interesting. And that is what you wow. That is what you're needing to balance you, to ground you. Did I not say that? Hmm. You resisting the balancing, the healing, the whatever else. That's why that ain't even on the table. Come through the spirit. Mm-mm-mm. All right, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure nothing else is coming through here. Yeah, something you're needing to get into alignment for sure, whoever this is, because with that I can't help but get that vibe, especially with the cedar and the star being in the center, and it's like that circular energy. And I love the placement, especially the star. It's such a peaceful card. It's such balance in it, right? This was set up by design, and that's what I'm getting even out of both of them, quite honestly. But and wow, y'all, when I tell y'all, I can feel in the air like the temperature just dropped. Somebody, oh man, somebody has been cold, 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 cold. Like I said, steep you some doggone tea, honey, a detoxing tea, something, and drink. Drink to cleanse, drink to heal, drink to warm your heart again. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Ahead. Is that Landra? Meditate. Bring it back. I'm hearing. I just kept hearing meditate, meditate, elevate, meditate. It's like on repeat. But I want to say it's a song. Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. That's what I'm hearing. But I don't even know if elevate, meditate and elevate, or that part is in that song. But I just heard that. If we come together, hearts wide open, it's a better, sweeter view. Elevate. How she say? Wait, meditate through the confusion. Elevate. I don't know, some kind of way. Inhale and exhale. That's how we meditate or medicate. I just wanna. I don't know. I'll link it. I'll find it and I'll link it. That's what I'm hearing though. That will definitely help you get through that 5 of air for sure. Okay. All right. Moving on, because I know this was long enough. Moving on. All right, you guys. So finishing up here with the finisher, we have the perfect. And look at it. This is the other interesting thing, is because like I told y'all, I was drawn to pull, like to actually pick out your header and this finisher, because they are specifically for the first quarter moon. But then it just, I mean, this was the icing on the cake because I didn't even realize this until after I had done all of, like took all your pictures. And when I had went back to my notes, what I went over with you in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, the number 9, it's perfect. I mean, perfect. I told y'all it's coming through in the sign of Aries on the 9th, as far as the first quarter moon. The number 9 in and of itself is nearing the end of a cycle or completion, right? And then you get to the 10, or which can be a 1, to begin anew. So something is wrapping up, and as in that line, the last line of something is being recommitted, or the relationship, or however it said, I forgot exactly the words of what it said, but something is asking for you to recommit to it, for some of you. Okay, not all of you, but even still, with that commitment being tested, It's all about a commitment to something, someone, someplace. All right. um Maybe even some belief, maybe even just your commitment to spirit, you know what I'm saying? Just holding your faith, you know what I'm saying, keeping the faith. I don't know, y'all, it's something about it though. As I said from the beginning, I'm feeling heavy business or job related. It's starting to snow, I told y'all. That temperature dropped so fast. um but anyway, look, it's gonna snow. Blessings, because I just heard rain on me. Ashanti, I'm telling you, it's gonna come. It's gonna be so pure, so satisfying. All right. But anyway, for many of you, I do feel like it has something to do with something you're doing, as far as like a hobby, a business, you know what I'm saying, a project, whatever is gonna bring in. And it's not just the financial rewards are definitely going to be with it, but I feel like it's some kind of material, even if it's not fine, even if it's not money, you know what I mean? It's some kind of material gain and benefit from it. All right. That's probably why you ain't have no pentacles, because that's what you're needing to bring that in, you know what I'm saying, bring it down to the 3D, like get in the earth, ground yourself, and that's where you'll see the material blessings come to fruition, you know, come in for you. I do feel like, as the card is saying, there is obviously something that you may need to assess and or reassess about the situation. All right. Like I kept saying with them testing your commitment, it's like, I just heard test your theory. Some of y'all researchers, you're testing something. Um, Assess your why. That's what I just heard. Yeah, that's big. That's big, because it goes back to your intent and purposes. That's what I'm hearing. So, really evaluate that. Okay. I think that's why they had me go into my whole drawn out detailed story of how I even ended up here. You know what I'm saying? And why I'm not giving up on it. Because I know this is my destiny, but anything worth having, oh my, you're going to have to. And it's not that you necessarily got to kill yourself or stress yourself out trying to do it. Because if you just really just relax and allow God to lead and guide you. Now, mind you, you can't be lazy about it. Like, you're going to have to put in the work. You know what I mean? You're going to have to put some action behind it with that Aries energy. But it's just that as long as your intent and purposes are genuine from your heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, with love, and you are intending to, you know, serve and do what it is you came here to do, as far as being guided to do, all else it's gonna work out no matter what. Now, it's not to say it's gonna be peaches and creams all the time, and or that it's just gonna be easy peasy, because no, like, what kind of, like, what would that, because that's so funny, because I was talking to a friend too the other day about the fact that, you know, everybody has a story, right? Everybody does. Everybody has somewhere that something they done came through. I mean, you living on this planet, by God, you gonna have something you done been through, right? It's to build character. It's to build endurance. It's to build resilience. It's to test you, make sure you ready for this, because whatever, I don't care what you have in mind to do, baby. Mm-mm. It's gonna be, not that it's meant, not that it's meant to be a struggle, but you're going to have to prove that you want it, essentially, right? Because they just not gonna bless any old body with whatever it. I don't care what you talking about. I don't care if you just talking about being a garbage man. Not that that's, you know, any less or worse or anything like that. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just trying to keep it plain. Anything you intending to do, especially that you put your heart to and your mind to be quite honest, but they got to be balanced, right? it, Man, you're gonna go through some trials and tribulations, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And they gonna, it just is what it is. So that's why I feel like that assessing your why is big. And because if you're just in it for selfish reasons, not even like that, because it's okay to be selfish sometimes we do got to be, when we going through this healing and all that, you got to be selfish. I don't care what nobody talking about. um But I'm saying if you just trying to be like greedy and about me, trying to get to whatever you getting to, it ain't gonna work. I can guarantee you, it is not gonna work. So really reassess. Do you really want this? And it's okay. It's okay if you ain't got the willpower. If you know it ain't for you, like why keep trying? That's crazy. That's insane. That really is. Let it go. Because as I said, that's why I said what I said from the get go. The energy flows through a lot of people. You know what I mean? Through everybody, really. And just because it comes to mind doesn't mean it's meant for you. You got to be that's part of that awareness, man. You got to know thyself. I don't know. Anyway, I'm preaching. So let me go on and read to you this card. I feel like that's why Londrell came through. Okay, thank you for that, y'all. For real. Because look at her. She rising up. Elevate. I gotta look that song up. Because I always mix up the line. But she rising up above the confusion and illusion. You know what I mean? Seeing things. Look, she got the whole telescope. Seeing things, seeing the bigger picture. Maybe some of y'all are so wrapped up in the details. That's why that five of air came out. Some of y'all so stuck on the minutia. You need to remove yourself. Okay? That's what they just said. Remove yourself, like step back. See it from a different from a bird's eye view. That's why that bird came soaring through. I'm talking about it was beautiful. That got that like it made me go all off track. um yeah, because I had got lost, away from my thoughts, which is funny because that was the five of air energy, right? That mental energy. That's powerful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so page, look at this, 33. It starts on 33, and that's mastery. I promise you, if you step back and reevaluate or reassess, you're gonna master it. You are, baby. It's guaranteed. I promise you. Ending on 34, okay? So, assessing. It is time to assess your current position. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on that assessment. And here's the affirmation you may want to utilize. I am enjoying moving and choosing. Moving and choosing. Once again, I am enjoying moving and choosing. Moving and choosing. All right, that's why I said that five of air, baby, that's coming back through because it's like, you need to move on up out of it. Look, I can't even talk now. Move on up out of that energy, right? Which is what the five is about. And I told you I was feeling that heavy movement, and it's also about decision making. But how is it gonna be for your highest good, or are you allowing ego to kind of cloud your judgment? You know what I mean? Think about it. So, you have begun your journey, and now it is time to assess where you are and what to do next. You have made a decision. You have worked and walked the path for some time, and yet you understand that in every journey, it's a wise action to check the map. Sometimes we go along a pathway and keep going, even if it seems like that way is no longer the right way for us. What did I just say? Mm. Sometimes we feel we have gone too far to turn around, and so we settle on a journey and destination that doesn't really suit us or satisfy us. However, if we had just had some courage, we could have reassessed as we went and perhaps ended up somewhere else, somewhere better. Now's the time to look carefully at all aspects of your life, especially the areas in which you have set some intentions or goals. Ask yourself, do I still want these things? Do I still want that same end result? If the answer is no, ask yourself what you can do to maintain momentum and head towards what you now desire. Although it doesn't seem terribly glamorous, assessment has a high payoff for us if we bother to do it well. Doing it well means we really look and look hard at how things are going. All of us have some kind of blind spot, so it's worth exposing this by consulting a trusted friend or finding where negative repeating patterns are and looking for the cause. Shining a light on a blind spot and taking action to shift it is one of life's big catalysts for change. And the companion stone or metal is azurite. All right? Woo! All right. I know I did not mean for this to be no hour. I'm sorry, but look, I get carried away because I love that's the nerdy part of me. I love to teach. you know, and I love to share the knowledge and wisdom because, I mean, that's power. I feel like the real test of your power comes in utilization. Okay. How are you going to use what you're given? Again, it's up to you. Use your free will and discernment. I am not responsible for how you take anything that I have given you. It is just for educational purposes and entertainment. Okay. Um, you do what you will with it. Use it wisely, is what I will say. Okay. All right, y'all. That's what I got. I'm going to leave it there. I love you and I thank you for your time and attention. Y'all, if it resonates, y'all know what to do. I mean, for those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below because you never know how this may help someone grow, but especially in including yourself, though, okay? Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much, and I truly appreciate it. If you want to join me for another day or another video, I highly recommend that you do, and I pray to see you there. You can check any of the playlists on my channel. And yeah, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know, okay? Until the next one, y'all, be easy. Stay tuned. I do believe the next one is going to be the full moon. And we'll see how this goes. You know, this is a test run for this month, but I definitely planned on doing the major aspects of the moon as far as, you know, the first quarter, the new first quarter full, last quarter, and you know, rinse and repeat. But we'll see if there's any adages, you know, in between. I don't know. All right, that's the setup. And so, like I said, if you want to join me for another one of these, I pray to see you there. All right, and if not, you know, still take care, and I love you anyway. Again, thank you. Until the next one, y'all, be easy. Don't forget your love and light. It makes everything all right. Deuces.